Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the PGTI. The Indian Oil Servo Masters Golf returned to Digboy for the 20th edition of the tournament, making it one of the longest running professional golf tournaments in India. The 14th edition on the 2019 Tata Steel PGTI calendar was presented by Indian Oil's Assam Oil division. The 20th edition of the Indian Oil Servo Masters Golf carried an all-time high prize purse of 60 lakh rupees, which was a huge jump of 15 lakh rupees compared to last year.
From a very humble beginning, way back in 1999, when we started the tournament, the prize money was around 7.5 lakhs and around 50 professional golfers participated in it. And today, over the years, we have grown, and the number of golfers, professional golfers this year have participated have increased to around 122 numbers. Now, that's majorly because of the increase in prize money from the last year, 45 lakhs to around 60 lakhs this year. Indian Oil has been promoting sports, and in fact, golf is one of the areas where Indian Oil has been promoting it for so many years. I think it's the oldest running golf tournament we are having here in Digboy.
I think it's fantastic news because, for us and for the professionals, any enhancement of prize money goes a long way, and especially at this time of the year when the economy is struggling a bit. For us, it's a great boost, and it comes at a time when we have world ranking points been granted to us starting 2019, so which means a lot, and definitely helps the players. We have the strongest and the largest field this particular year as compared to the previous years. So yeah.
After PGTI launched an initiative to reduce the use of single-use plastic, Indian Oil took the next step towards environmental friendliness by making the Indian Oil Servo Masters a carbon-neutral event.
We have tried to calculate how much is the carbon footprint during this tournament, and we wanted to make this tournament as a carbon neutral. And as per a calculation done by engineers, around 250 samplings will be planting to make this a total carbon neutral tournament.
The 6,348-yard par 72 Digboy Golf Links was established in 1916 as a 9-hole course. Another 9 holes were added in the early 1940s to make it an 18-hole championship course. Ringed by the dense Dehing Wildlife Reserve, it's home to elephants, deer, tigers and leopards.
This is a unique course in the sense that not much landscaping has been done. The lay of the land has been used to the advantage of without much landscaping. The course has been made. The course is also full of something which you don't see normally in a lot of courses. We have a lot of nalas, deep ditches, where you actually, if you get in, it's very difficult to get out. You have to take a penalty. That makes it quite tough.
The club authorities spent more than 40 days to prepare the course for the biggest professional tournament in the Northeast.
We started almost 1.5 months back. Normally, normal maintenance takes place, but for this 1 month, 1.5 months, we have been. I think it was held up for some time due to inclement weather in between.
This old-school course with narrow fairways and tricky greens follows the natural contours on the land. The nature of the Digboy Golf Links course puts a premium on accuracy rather than brute power to card low scores at the end of the day.
I think the key to scoring well here would be sticking to the fairways, because we're playing a different type of grass, and the roughs are not friendly. The first cut is definitely not friendly. So I think the key should be stick to the fairway as much as you can.
With the 2019 Tata Steel PGTI season approaching the business end, the 20th Indian Oil Servo Masters attracted a strong field. Apart from the share of the rupees 60 lakh prize purse, the competition is heating up for the season-ending Tata Steel Tour Championship, which will be the battleground for the top 60 professional golfers on the PGTI.
बेसिकली यहाँ सारे जो खेल है वो है गोल्फ कोर्स के गीला और सूखा होने पे, क्योंकि अगर ये गोल्फ कोर्स ड्राई खेलता है तो मुश्किल खेलता है, उसका बेनिफिट हमें ज़्यादा होता है, और अगर सॉफ्ट खेलता है तो उसका बेनिफिट लगभग सभी लोग उठाते हैं। बाकी ग्रीन वाइज तो ग्रीन तो सभी के यहाँ पे नॉर्मली किसी भी गोल्फ कोर्स पे चले जाओ तो जिसके पट मिलते हैं वही राजा कहलाता है।
This edition of the tournament attracted the biggest ever field of 121 professional golfers. The presence of six-time winner at the Big Boy Golf Links, Mukesh Kumar, along with three-time champion Shankar Das, the 2009 Indian Open winner C. Munyappa, 2015 Panasonic Open India winner Chirag Kumar, to name a few, provided a sharp edge to the competition. It was a chance for some of the upcoming golfers on the tour to prove their mettle in the competitive field.
Obviously, now it's one of the bigger events on the PGTI, and we're thankful to IndianOil Corporation Limited for increasing the prize money on this event and also being, the longest supporters of golf on the Indian tour. So, many thanks to them. And as for me, coming after a long time, it's really nice. I think the place has really improved. A few changes on the course as well, and it's playing good. It's in good shape.
Most of the players were impressed with the condition of the course, as they expected low-scoring rounds over the next 4 days.
I think you have to be very lucky on the putting green, and you just have to be patient because you're going to miss a lot of small putts, and I think patience is the key.
The former #1 amateur in India, Abhishek Jha, is one of the most enigmatic golfers on the Tata Steel PGTI. The 6 foot 5 inch tall golfer from Bengaluru is one of the longest hitters of the ball on the tour. Abhishek started developing interest in golf as a 6-year-old when he used to accompany his father to the golf course.
My dad used to play golf. I would tag along with him after school and just hack around on the golf course. And it was love at first sight, and I just got hooked onto the sport.
Though the talented golfer is still searching for his first win on the tour, despite coming close on a number of occasions, he has enjoyed every moment of the journey so far.
Well, it's been quite a ride. There have been a lot of up and downs, but I'm a person who likes challenges, and professional golf has thrown challenges at me at all times, and I really enjoyed that.
Being a keen sportsman, Abhishek looks forward to each day to go out on the course to hone his game.
It's not just golf, it's basically, leading a life of a professional sportsman is something that really appeals to me. Just having that discipline, the amount of physical activity, just a regimentalized routine. I can't imagine myself leading my life any other way, so it just fits in perfectly with who I am.
But his life doesn't revolve around the fairways and greens. Abhishek loves to push the boundaries with his love for adventure activities. Riding motorcycles is among his favorite hobbies. Recently, he went on a short bike tour with his best buddy and fellow professional golfer Chikkarangappa S.
I like adventure. I keep, trying new things. My latest passion is riding. It was, if I remember correctly, I gifted myself a bike on my 30th birthday. I didn't know how to ride, and it's been 3 years, and I've really enjoyed it. We go out for short rides whenever I get an opportunity, and it's really nice.
Abhishek is a truly multifaceted personality. Before the start of the first round, there were some questions about whether the past winners would be able to add one more win against their names. Could the veteran warhorse from Mao, Mukesh Kumar, be able to make it a magnificent 7 at the Big Boy Golf Links? Or would the winner of the last 2 editions, Shamim Khan, be able to pocket one more title on one of his favorite courses in India? But as the round progressed, it became clear that the pre-tournament favorites, barring Shankar Das, was struggling to find their touch. On the other hand, Abhishek began the day in a splendid manner with a birdie on the first hole itself. He added 2 more birdies on the front 9 to nudge ahead. After the turn, he sank more birdies on the 11th, 13th and 15th holes to return to the clubhouse with a bogey-free card of 6 under 66.
Oh, I've been putting and chipping really well. I've been hitting it good for some time now. The putting has not been on point. So far we did some work coming into these tournaments, and I'm finally getting comfortable with the putting and holding a lot of putts.
Behind Abhishek, his city mate M. Dharma fired 7 birdies to more than compensate for his 2 bogeys to finish the round at 5 under 67. Meanwhile, Shankar Das and Om Prakash Chauhan also carded scores of 5 under to claim a share of second place. After the break, we look at the 2 signature holes of the Dig Boy Golf Links course that make it quite unique. Welcome back. The Dig Boy Golf Links hosted the IndianOil Servo Masters from November 20th to 23rd. Locals inform us that wild elephants blocking the approach road to the course are a routine affair. The authorities have put up signboards to remind the road users as to who has the first right of way in this part of the world.
Some of the golfers may have been lucky enough to see deers or elephants. Normally they are not seen, but during the day, but once in a while they still come in. So you have to be slightly careful also while playing the course. Plus it's a birder's paradise. More than 100 species of birds are available around the course.
But the most unique aspect of the Dig Boy Golf Links are its 2 unique signature holes. These are the 3rd and the 16th holes. They might not be the toughest holes, but the nature of these holes makes the players exercise extreme caution.
There are so many good holes, but the 3rd one is very tricky because it's very small and it's dog-leg right. We can't see the green.
3rd hole usually we can see the green. Now this year we can't see the green. That looks tougher now. Usually we can see the flag and green. Now from the tee to green you can't see anything.
But it's the par 3 16th hole that really tests the players. The distance from the tee to the pin is not much, but the tabletop green, which is barely visible, makes it quite challenging. To get on the green from the fairway, the players have to climb around 40 steps.
16, you said, is very uphill. Small but tricky because before the greens there is also hazard and is uphill, 4-5 yards uphill. It's a good hole, small greens. The both are holes is very good.
After an exciting opening round, the fight began in right earnest on the 2nd morning to make it into the money rounds. Overnight leader Abhishek Jha played a round of 4 under 68 with the help of 7 birdies and 3 bogeys for a total of 10 under 134 to slip into 2nd place. Divyanshu Bajaj, who finished the opening round in tied 8th place, made significant gains. His blemish-free card of 7 under for the day for a 2-day aggregate of 10 under 134 propelled the Kolkata-based golfer into tied 2nd place. But the big story of the 2nd round of the 20th IndianOil Servo Masters was the superb charge by Veera Lawat. the Gurugram-based golfer fired 3 birdies on the front 9 against a bogey. But after the turn, he stepped on the gas to sink 4 more birdies and a stunning eagle on the 14th hole for the day's best score of 8 under 64 for a total of 11 under 133 that put him at the top of the leaderboard.
Highlight would be the eagle that I made today. I hold a big putt for that. That would be the highlight. Just one bad shot that was on the 3rd hole where I went in the hazard and made a bogey. Otherwise my round was pretty stable. Hit it on the fairway, 2 putts on par 5s to make birdies, so it was a pretty stable round.
With the cut being applied at 1 over 145, 54 golfers made it to the money rounds. It's time for a break, but after we return, we will see how some of India's finest professionals battle it out for the prestigious crown in Big Boy.
I made a birdie and then I had a very good finish. I birdied 17th and 18th. So those were pretty good birdie, like a whole pretty big putts on the last holes.
But it was the old warhorse from Mao, Mukesh Kumar, who grabbed the spotlight in the 3rd round. Gunning for his 7th title in Big Boy, the veteran golfer sank a mind-blowing 8 birdies against a solitary bogey to card the day's best score of 7 under 65 for a 3-day aggregate of 10 under 206.
ओवरऑल तो कॉन्फिडेंस तो आई हुआ है क्योंकि मैं कभी काफ़ी समय के बाद अभी 7 अंडर खेला वापस, तो वापस सीधा मजा आया गेम में। थोड़ा सा पटिंग का जो प्रॉब्लम था, थोड़ा स्ट्रोकिंग अच्छे हुए तो मेरे को लग रहा है कि हो जाएगा काफ़ी स्ट्रोक।
After 3 rounds, Veer Ahlawat, who is looking for his first PGTI win, built a comfortable lead of 3 strokes. Par 5 15th hole to restore some of the balance. At this stage, Mukesh, who carded another birdie on the 11th hole, moved to the top of the leaderboard. But the experienced golfer made uncharacteristic mistakes on the 17th and the 18th holes for 2 back-to-back bogeys that gave the much-needed breathing space to the overnight leader Alawad. Despite a bogey on the final hole of the tournament, Alawad managed ending the day on a par score with a 1-stroke advantage over Mukesh Kumar for his maiden win on the PGTI.
It's a big relief for me. Like I hit it pretty well in the starting, but in the end I got a few bad breaks, but in the end I won, so it feels great to have.
PGTI. See you next time.